Okay. Gotta lower my seat. What is thing? No, there's Megan. I thought it was just the hand.
I'm here, but I'm eating a bagel, so I'm
Aha.
gonna wait and really come on camera after I'm done.
Megan is finishing her lunch. We're live, everybody. What's going on?
Hello.
You know what I need to do? I need to get the chat up, which is something that I neglected to do, so that I can see all of you.
Oops.
What a, come on, Doug, get with the program. is the thing that needs to happen.
It's all good, Dougie.
Okay. There is the chat. I'm gonna pop it out so I can see y'all.
Pop it out.
Exactly the way that I need to see y'all.
Hey, everybody.
Okay. And then I need to see the calendar. All right.
You can see my shoulder and my
You'd
hair.
think that I would have been ready for this, y'all.
Well.
After all the times that we've tried. I'm here, though. I'm here. Let's roll. Bruce is like, come on, let's do it. We're ready to roll. It's good to see all of y'all today. Happy October, what is it, the 22nd? It's amazing that we've gotten this far, but outside it looks like it because it's we've had some rain today, or this weekend, but it's clearing out, and we're looking forward to
sunny sky today.
some lovely fall weather. It's good to see all of y'all. Let's see, Hugh is here, and Andrew, and Johan, and Brian. Ray likes my look today. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate it. I've got my half zip sweater on because it was chilly outside this morning. Sean Bean is here. Tom is here. What's going on, Tom? Glenn, what's going on? Let's see, Stephen and Katya and Leffe and Bill and there's the other Bill and they're split. What's going on, man?
Matt Bishop, hello.
All right, Maury is here and Rob.
Nice.
All right, y'all. All my friends are here
Merlin's cat.
on a Sunday. So you get Merlin's cat.
Merlin's cat. I'm sorry, I'm talking with my mouth full. Rob, Carrie, hello.
Woo! Awesome. It's nice to have so many of y'all here with us. Every Sunday, we try to come and spend a little bit of time with the community in which we announce the upcoming week's selections. Because we need to figure it out this far in advance, so that we go on and do our thing. We had a great week, one of my favorite weeks in recent memories.
Yeah.
Last week.
Yeah.
And I think we have another wonderful week this week. Last week we started with Tool and Schism, and many people have watched that. I'm appreciative of y'all watching that. A very unique song that only Tool could do. I mean, who else would do 5/8 plus like 7 and as a series of 12? I don't know. They're just so interesting in their rhythms. They're so earthy, and I enjoyed that one. Schism by Tool. That's newly out last week, and then just some weird stuff, y'all. Electric Callboy is pumping it. They pumped it up.
It's fun, I like that.
Hans and Franz approved. This band from Germany. What's up, Walter? Good to see you. And hello from Israel. Thank you for being with us.
Who's from Israel? Sorry.
I can't read their name because the language is different, but I appreciate you being here.
We send you love.
Yeah. So.
And we send love to our friends in Gaza as well.
Yeah, I don't know split image. I didn't learn fractions that well to figure out how Tool was doing all that. But on Wednesday of last week, we did Electric Callboy from Germany for the first time, and we listened to their song Pump It, which was hysterical and also quite fascinating how they combined a bunch of different musical genres and kind of found their own sound. I enjoyed getting to hear them for the first time. What's up, Jimmy? Hi, Jose. All right. On Thursday, we got to talk about Thursday's episode, y'all. I took a look at Ren and his song Money Game. 3 different versions of it. Money Game Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. And Part 3 was just released like a week before. And, spoiler alert, y'all, Ren, his new album is #1 on the UK album charts, and it just makes my heart sing
I'm so excited for
Yeah.
him.
To hear about his success, because he seems like such a genuine person, and he's an independent artist.
Yeah.
Y'all, he's doing this on his own, and to
Yeah.
have the #1 album in the UK,
So amazing.
good on you, Ren. The music is worthy. The music is worthy, friends. And then on Friday, we finished out the week with some Supertramp. And a different sounding Supertramp that I am accustomed to, but I was fascinated by this song. It's called Brother Where You Bound. And it's the title track from their 1985 album, the first album after Roger Hodgson departed the band. And this is Rick Davies, one of his magnum opuses, and it's a fascinating tune.
If y'all haven't
Y'all.
watched that video yet, by the way,
There's Megan.
go and watch it, because this guy was friggin' phenomenal in it, and it's a really excellent
I was
video.
all in that one and getting it as
Truly.
it came, and it was fun. It was fun. The Patreon selection that we took a look at this past week was some Pink Floyd, and I finally, y'all, how about this? Y'all have been asking for more than a year, more than a year. Live at Pompeii from Pink Floyd. I watched the entire concert film, the original concert film that came out in 1972, because that was a good version that I found online that I could look at it, and it was really interesting. You know, it's before, we remember, this is before Wish You Were Here and Dark Side of the Moon and the rest of their big albums in the 70s. This is featuring their early stuff. They recorded that they recorded that concert film where they were playing in Pompeii just very recently after they finished recording Metal. And so that's why
Okay.
Echoes was included and featured on that as well. So it was a lot of instrumental stuff and a lot of exploratory stuff from Pink Floyd that I sometimes forget that they were so into early on as a band before they kind of moved into like concept albums and that sort of thing. But I enjoyed it. I really did. I'm not sure what's going to be next yet in the Extended Play Lounge, but we'll figure that out. It'll come here before too long, beginning of the next month. Let's see, Arrow has popped in, rock and roll. There is Jimmy. Hi, Jimmy. Mr. Music is reminding me not to forget about Weather Report. I remember them fondly, and I haven't done too much of them. So yeah, Weather Report. I need to get back to them.
Cool.
Excellent. Yeah, Ray, I saw that to see some of how the techniques that the band used to get their sounds for that Pink Floyd Pompeii concert film. It's really fascinating, isn't it? A lot of what I read as I read in for that, as I was getting ready to do that episode, people were talking about, you know, they've heard these sounds from Pink Floyd, and there's some extended techniques to get these very interesting sounds that they were using on their records, and they got to see the band doing those things so that you could see how they were doing that finally. It was really kind of cool. Yeah, Guitar Channel, I loved Echoes on that. The only problem was they split it up, but it's pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool. So we are here and ready to announce what we are up to for this next week. Should we tell them what they've won?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah,
I
let's
think
get
I can
started.
come on camera with you.
Oh, awesome.
I just had to, I was eating a bagel, y'all, and I had to make sure I got the bagel out of my,
Yeah.
make sure I didn't have bagel in my teeth.
What do I have out behind me? I've got some Genesis, Seconds Out. I've got Dark Side. I've got some Marillion. I love that album. I've got some Beatles, Joni Mitchell, some Big Big Train. Got Peter Gabriel back there, and they're selling England by the pound. Can't forget about them. And then down below, Marvin Gaye
I'm
is
loving what's
out.
happening back there. That's awesome.
Rock and roll.
Okay.
Very much
Arrow says winning.
winning. Yeah, Johan, for sure. Congratulations to Flor Jansen of Nightwish. she had her
I hadn't
baby.
heard. Yay, good.
Yeah, and as far as I can tell, mother and family are all doing well. So we
Beautiful.
send well wishes to Floor and her family
Absolutely.
and all of her
So
fans
excited for
and
them.
Nightwish fans. Yeah,
Yeah.
what a great thing. You know,
Wonderful.
it was at the last council chat we were talking a little bit about Nightwish, and I remarked, has Floor given birth yet? She's announced she was pregnant several months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Matt is telling us the name, Baby Lucy.
Oh, baby Lucy.
Awesome.
Cute.
Awesome. Always good news when you hear
Wonderful.
that. So, should we tell them what we're up to this week?
Yeah, and maybe it always takes us a long time to get through the week because we stop in the middle and address things in the chat.
I
So
tend to
maybe-
talk. I tend to ramble.
Maybe this time, let's do. Okay, we're going to announce the week, and we're going to largely ignore the chat then.
Why would we ignore all of our friends?
Until we're not announced, just so that we can get the week announced.
You want me to go through
then
it,
we will revisit
and then we'll go back and
the chat. So if you have
and
anything
figure
you
it out.
want us to see, hang on until after we're done.
What's up,
announcing the week.
Andrew? What's up, Pete? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Okay, up this week.
Up this week.
We have on Monday, tomorrow, I'm going to be going back to the band Slipknot. And we are going to be taking a look at their song called The Devil in I.
Yes.
And
Cross your fingers because he's got to record it today, so we're hoping.
Yeah, I haven't
there won't be
recorded
any
it
kind
yet.
of block issue. So
people tell me that I
fingers
need
crossed.
to. People tell me that I need to use the official video. Sometimes
Yeah.
when I do that, those get blocked. So we'll do
True.
our best.
We're gonna
But
try.
it comes highly recommended. There's a ton of people that have seen it. I haven't done too much Slipknot lately, and I've enjoyed their stuff. So they're up next
Always
for Metal Monday.
thought-provoking from
Yeah.
them. Yeah. Yeah.
And and then on Wednesday, when we get another video going on Wednesday, I'm going back to some anime.
Yes.
Friends, you can't keep me away. Excuse me. This music is just thrilling. It's just thrilling, and it's like a whole new genre and composers and musicians that are out there doing great work that I have
my God,
no
yes.
clue about. So
Yep.
on Wednesday, I'm going to be looking at this. Comes specifically from our friend John, who suggested that I take a look at Attack on Titan, the suite, the Attack on Titan suite, and it's by a composer named Hiroyuki Sawano. And that's all I know about it so far, y'all.
We're hearing really good things.
Do any
is
of
what
y'all
I
know that?
So
Know that one? Attack on Titan, the Attack on Titan suite. It's like 18 minutes, and I'm told that it's one of the better symphonic standalone pieces from the anime tradition. So that's what we're going to take a look at. I'm excited to dive in, friends. So if you're new to it, just come and enjoy it with me, and we'll learn something new. So yeah, some more anime
thank
on
you, Alf. I
Wednesday.
appreciate you, by the way.
Rock and roll.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you.
Thursday, I have another interview, and this one kind of snuck up on me because I didn't end up having much time to prepare. We're like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Guess who I get to talk to on Thursday?
It's awesome.
It is Nick DiVirgilio, friends. I've got some big train out there, and that's also why the Genesis stuff was up there, because I know Nick is a big fan of Genesis. I had the opportunity to chat with Nick on Friday, and he and Neil Morse and Ross Jennings have a brand new album coming out. The trio, DiVirgilio, Morse, and Jennings, they have Sophomore, their new album coming out, and we talked about that album. We talked about Big Train. I got the inside scoop on how Nick met Neil and his brother Alan back in the day, and how they formed Spock's Beard.
Cool.
That was cool. We talked a little bit about some upcoming plans and touring, and just what it's like to go around from band to band and lend your talents and do your thing. So it was wonderful to chat with him.
Bill
on
Coonley
Friday.
says, very nice guy.
Yeah.
That was definitely your impression for
Yeah,
sure.
he seems to be quite witty, quite smart, and just a pro's pro, y'all. It's a relatively shorter interview because he fit me in. He was doing a lot of things. And when we figured out that we could talk, we just had just maybe like 25 minutes or so to chat. So it's a relatively quick interview in terms of the other ones that I've done.
Sure.
But we cover a lot of ground, and I think you'll enjoy that. So a conversation with Nick Virgilio, if I can say that right. Virgilio coming up on Thursday. Yeah, we were trying to come up with a shorter band name because Virgilio, Morse, and Jennings is too many syllables.
You talked about that in the
Yeah,
interview?
he
That's
says
funny.
that Neil just calls him the trio, so that's
The
what.
trio.
Yeah, or DMJ. So, yeah.
That kind of makes me think of TMJ.
Hugh wants me to recap Monday. His video froze. No problem, Hugh. We're doing Slipknot. Slipknot, The Devil and I. And I'm looking forward to it. It's
Yeah.
going to be cool. Cool.
But it's shorter.
Yeah, Leffy, they are. They are indeed. And the same front and back. How about that?
There you go.
I think we made that joke last week.
We did. Let's move on to Friday now. We're going to talk about Friday now.
Yeah, Arrow, I think that's true, because, sorry, I know we said we'd go right through, but I just can't help myself.
Troika would be
a good, because Troika is like 3 equal members, like pulling the cart, right? Doing the work.
Palindrome, yes, Jimmy.
Yeah, you think they would have called it if it's a palindrome, they should have named it something that the word is itself a palindrome.
Yeah, that'd be great, actually.
Yeah, palindrome is not a palindrome. How about that? Let's see. Friday. On Friday, here's what we figured out. We figured this out, y'all. We looked at a calendar, and we figured out that Friday
We looked at the calendar.
is the last Friday before Halloween.
Yes, indeed.
Who would have thought?
Well,
Well, we're going to do something Halloween-y. That needs to be a
Halloween-y.
shirt. Happy Halloween-y. And just put my picture on the front of it. Because I'll be the weenie in chief, y'all.
no.
Come on.
No, you gotta put a hot dog on it.
Well,
Halloweeny.
I'm a hot Doug. All you need is an extra you.
There you go.
And you got a hot Doug, everybody. Happy Halloween-y, y'all. Come on. So...
Oh my gosh. I think if we had a Halloweeny shirt, it should be like a pig in a blanket or something. A photo of
A Doug in a blanket? Okay. Arrow, I've got to laugh at myself because I'm, occasionally I crack myself up. Anyway, on Friday, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a look at some classic horror movie themes.
Yes.
And I'm going to do 3 of them. Now, I have mentioned this in the past. I'm not a fan of horror movies. I tend to not like being scared shitless while I'm watching something, I don't enjoy being scared for the sake of being scared.
That's true.
So I may have seen these movies. Like, okay, we're going to do Halloween. We're going to do the main theme from Halloween, the actual movie, Halloween, which I don't think I've seen.
Right.
Sorry, y'all.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Gotcha. We already did Tubular Bells, so we're not going to take a look at the Exorcist themes, right? But
Yeah.
I'm going to take a look at the Halloween theme. I'm also going to take a look at the Friday the 13th theme, since we had a Friday the 13th in October. I should have done it then. But we're going to take a look at it in this context. And then I think it's not necessarily Halloween related, but I'm going to take a look at the Psycho main theme because it's kind of a genre-defining soundtrack.
Yeah.
And
Classic horror
we're going to
film
just take a spin
stuff.
through those 3 main themes and see if we can figure out some similarities about the types of tools, musical tools, that composers will utilize when they are making music that is designed to accompany a film that is specifically designed to make you uneasy and scared.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's what we're going to be up to. Horror movie themes.
And you haven't seen any of the films. You've not seen Psycho, right?
I think I've seen parts of Psycho.
Okay.
I think is the original Friday the 13th the one where Kevin Bacon's in the beginning of it? Y'all can help me out.
I remember when we were talking with John about this recently, and he seems to think it was the second.
I remember back in the day being a kid, and Friday the 13th was on, and I watched a few minutes of it, and then like poor young Kevin Bacon gets like off. Spoiler alert. Kevin Bacon gets offed like 5 minutes in. I'm like, screw that, I'm turning it off. They're gonna kill Kevin Bacon? Come on. You know, Leffe, we talked about doing The Omen. You know, we were looking through several different movies.
Yeah, we did talk about The Omen.
We thought about Jaws, but Halloween related it's not. So we're gonna do that another time. We talked
John
about
Williams did not steal that from Dvorak. I'm sorry.
We talked about Nightmare on Elm Street, but we decided to go with Halloween, Friday the 13th, and then Psycho. And that's going to be fun. Russell Faraday. We're going to do Alice Cooper. I'm just going to tell him. The Metal Monday, the 30th, the day before Halloween, we're going to do Alice Cooper's Welcome to My Nightmare. Something that I think I've maybe heard, but I don't know anything about it. So, Welcome to My Nightmare. That's what we're going to do on the 30th. So, that's what we're up to for the next several days. Y'all?
I saw somebody ask about Halloween. We did that last year.
Yeah, Halloween by Halloween. Yeah. We've done that one before.
We've also visited Halloween I remember visiting them in one of those videos you've done where there were like, maybe it was one song that was done by, oh, you know what? Hold on.
She's remembering something.
Hocus Pocus.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Excellent. Let's see.
And also, you did
Thank you, Tom.
Keeper of the Seven Keys from
Keeper
Halloween.
of the Seven Keys.
Yes.
Kevin Bacon was in the first Friday the 13th movie. I thought, I'll give this a shot.
Oh, it was the first one.
People say this is scary. And scary it was. They killed off Kevin Bacon. I'm like, I turned it off. I don't think I've ever seen the rest of it. I seriously, y'all, I'm not into these movies. So the music from them, I don't really know. So this fits in, and it's topical. It's this time of year. It's the spooky season. Let's take a look at some of these movie themes, and see how they're related, and what kind of musical devices they use to get us on edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, the themes you're covering in Friday's episode. Horror movie themes. Halloween, Friday the 13th, and Psycho.
Something like that.
Someone mentioned Styx, Mr. Roboto. Talk about
that one I've heard.
Talk about a classic.
Yeah, that one I've heard. That's a good one. Mr. Roboto. Domo.
Domo. There it is. Not quite in the right key.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
thank you. Low voice, which is what
Thank you, Gibby. We've got, so to recap the week, we've got Slipknot, The Devil and I. We're going to do the Attack on Titan Suite, an anime tune. I'm going to be talking with Nick DiVirgilio about his upcoming album with Neil and Ross.
Love it. I can't wait to hear that interview.
And then some horror movie themes on Friday. On Saturday, we've got our next council meeting is on Saturday.
Yeah.
So I will let y'all know about that as well. Normally, we do a Patreon video on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm going to take Tuesday as a personal day, y'all. I haven't taken a day off in a long time. I'm going to the doctor on Tuesday morning. And then I think it's going to be nice weather. We normally go up to Bar Harbor this time of year. The last several years we've gone up. We didn't go this year. Yeah. So we're missing the foliage, and the trees are starting to turn. We're going to take an outdoor day.
He's been working his ass off.
Yeah, last week was an emotional week.
We're on the verge of burnout over here. So gotta take a day. for
We've
right
got
now.
the
For
Patreon
right now,
taken
we'll take
care
a day.
of. We did the Extended Play Lounge, the Yes album. We've done the Hulse Behind the Score for Mercury, Movement 3. We've also done Pink Floyd's Live at Pompeii. And then we'll have fan favorites coming up at the end of the week. So
Yeah.
we've got our Patreon covered, I do believe. So I'm going to take a personal day on Tuesday and just relax and get reset. And I think it's going to be just the right thing for me, for sure.
I agree with that. I think it's a really good idea for you.
Maybe I can get caught up on my laundry.
As long as our folks on Patreon don't mind, it's so you're gonna not be doing a behind the score for right now, or it's gonna come a little bit late, or
No, we've already had one this month, so I
Okay.
think that's just going to be it for this month.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
think that
Alistair
that
knows
our
what I'm
folks-
talking
I don't
about.
think our folks are gonna
Yeah.
be upset about that.
Yeah, so
Important for your
occasionally,
mental health.
we all know about taking days off. Some days I can record a couple of thank you, Ray. The calendar is updated. Thank you.
Cool.
There's some days where I can record a couple of videos, and then there's some days where I can even do 3, and then some days where it takes all day to do 1.
Yeah.
Depending on
For whatever because due to circumstances or what have you.
Yeah.
I saw somebody, you mentioned fan favorites, and I saw someone mention earlier in the chat asking, have we covered bands from Eastern Europe, and we should check into that. And I thought the timing of you mentioning that or asking about that is really excellent because of the theme of this month's fan favorites, which is one of our video series over on our Patreon. We earlier in the month we put out we told the community what the topic for the month is, and we were asking our patrons, our folks on our Discord, to submit music that is from places outside of the United States, and we're looking really for like non-westernized music. So not music from North America, not music from like Western Europe, or like UK, British Isles. We were kind of wanting to get outside of all of that and hear music from other places. And so we have music, we have folks who submitted music from Japan, from India, from
Indonesia,
different countries
all
in
over the world.
Africa,
Yeah.
Indonesia, all
Looking
over the
forward
world.
to it.
And yes, also, music from indigenous peoples,
Sure.
from different parts of the world, which is really amazing. And also, yes, Eastern Europe is there, which is really freaking great.
We've had a few weeks of a time of submissions.
Yeah.
Where people are submitting things within this genre, and people in the community upvoting.
Yeah,
those.
can upvote the ones they like.
Later
Yep.
today, I'm going to move the winners.
There is some throat singing, yeah.
Of that first round over to our Patreon poll. So look for that poll coming up this week.
Yeah.
And then I'm planning next week, maybe even on Halloween,
Yeah,
to
on
to
Tuesday.
finish up doing the fan favorites for this month. We're
Yeah.
calling it Diamonds in the Rough International Edition, and I'm looking forward to hearing almost all new music.
Yeah.
To me,
Yeah.
I don't think I know any of these that people have put in there. So
When we say Diamonds in the Rough, we were kind of going for
unknown.
music from places we don't usually get to hear from, in especially where we live, and also that it is music that, in addition to coming from one of these other countries, something that most people likely have not had the opportunity to hear. You know, maybe if let's say it's a song from a Brazilian artist.
Yeah.
It may be that that's popular in Brazil, but
Yeah.
like nobody else has gotten a chance to hear it
Yeah.
or see it, and so that's what we're wanting to pay attention
There you
to
go.
this month. So I will tell you something. This past week on our Discord, our music club hosted
Big time
2
listening parties
to listen to all of the music that has been submitted for this month's fan favorites, and there were a lot of people who attended, and this is going to be a fantastic fan favorites video. You're going to love it, Doug. There's some amazing music.
I need to respond to a few people. First of all, I'm not burnt. Thank you for people saying don't burn yourself out, and that I'm not. I don't feel burned out.
That's my fault because I said we're on the verge of burnout over here.
But I just feel, I'm caught up. It's time. I need to take a personal day, and that's what I'm going to do.
Awesome.
Luckily, I know the boss of the channel, so they agreed. Somebody asked what I'm drinking. I am drinking Earl Grey tea with a little bit of lemon in it, and it's tastes a lot. Whatever it is, it's tasty.
Tastes delicious.
What else? Somebody's Lefe says best horror soundtrack is The Shining. You can hear the exact moment when Jack Nicholson puts the axe in the janitor. Spoiler alert!
This is why he'll never watch that film.
Haven't seen The Shining either.
You'll never watch it.
No.
It will freak the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Really
what
will.
else?
As soon as you see the girls in the hallway, you'd be like, nope, bye.
Juan is asking about Marvin Gaye's episode. My Marvin Gaye episode got blocked on YouTube. It's available on Patreon. This one here, the What's Going On Live. We did that back in February.
It's such a cool album.
It's on Patreon. His stuff gets blocked on YouTube, so I can't put it here.
Yeah.
Hot Earl Grey. It's a little bit cooler now, but it's getting back into the hot tea season for me, and I enjoy Earl Grey as a little sipping tea.
Thank you, Arrow, for putting the link to our Patreon here in the chat. Appreciate you for that. It's patreon.com/Doug Helvering if you want to see what all's going on over there. There's a ton of content that's a ton of really incredible content over there. So a lot of full album listens. Those are the extended play lounge videos. A lot of behind the score where Doug goes in depth into a piece of music with the score and does some analysis and some music theory chat with that. Yeah. And then also our fan favorites episodes, which is a different theme every month. So if you want to check that out, hop on over to patreon.com/Doug Helvering. And you can have access to all of that from the $5 per month tier or higher. Yep.
The water is both warm and wet, friends. Come on over.
It's fun. It's awesome.
Let's see. JPM suggested some PFM. I have heard. I think Race mentioned that. Yeah, we've heard some of them over on Patreon. Maybe on the channel. I'm sure they'll get to the channel at some point. And Angra. I've heard a couple from them. I don't know if there's any Angra in the submissions this month. I'll take a look this afternoon when we're done.
They're a pretty well-known band, and so I think that I think that our folks knew to stay away from that because yes, they are Brazilian, but they're pretty well-known around the world, and so we were looking for stuff that's less well-known, less popular. Diamonds in the Rough.
Yeah. Speaking of Diamonds in the Rough, we have a music club this afternoon.
Yes, we do.
Do we remember what time that is?
It's at 2 p.m.
Oh, so it's coming up.
Yeah, it's right after this, 2 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to be hearing music from the Canadian band, the Tragically Hip, who we've just started getting to know. Our introduction to the Tragically Hip was the song Bob Cajun. which we absolutely love and
We
adore.
listened to Bob Cajun like 4 times on our road trip.
Yes, we
recently.
did.
It's a cool tune.
It's such a great tune, and it made me go, I want to hear some more from this band. So I've started to explore some other stuff from them, but I'm really excited to hear this. So friends, Discord folks, and everybody, come on over to Discord after we're done here, because in like 25 minutes
we're going to listen to some Tragically Hip.
We'll be starting the Tragically Hip music club.
It's a cool band name.
I'm really excited, right?
Yeah,
I love it. And they're extremely popular in Canada. And I read something about I don't know if it was I kind of feel like it was half truth, half joking a little bit, but talking about that they're not super well known here in the U.S., but they're extremely popular in Canada. And this what I read was someone saying that they would give concerts like here in the U.S., like at venues in the U.S., and they would sell out. Like the tickets would sell out to all people who are living in the U.S. but are Canadian, and there aren't enough tickets left over for the people from the U.S. to go and find out who they are, and so they just never were able to catch on here because.
Well, we can help them break out.
I think that was half joking, but
they'll have to be the untragically hip once they get well known.
The untragically.
Yeah. Let's see. Andrew, yeah, I have reacted to Dire Straits, several of their tunes, and great band. I'm sure we'll keep getting to their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What else is happening?
Most recent one you did was Walk of Life, right?
I think so.
I'm trying to think of titles, because you've done several of their songs. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you look up Dire Straits, Doug Helvering, I think you'll find
Brothers in Arms is one of my favorite reactions.
So good. Yeah.
Played along to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Sultans of Swing.
We do need to get back to Yngwie Malmsteen. Yeah, I agree, Matt. Yeah, we need to get back to Yngwie.
Mr. Carlson, Winery Dogs. I hear you. We've got I'm a big Mike Portnoy fan, and I've heard some of their stuff offline. We'll get them on the calendar. They're not metal though, so I don't think we'll put them on a Monday. But we'll get to some Winery Dogs. Wonderful.
Oh, Bruce is asking about show and tell. Do you have this stuff here?
Oh, I don't think I do.
Okay.
I think I put it away. We did some remodeling. Sorry about that.
You did do some.
We did have some, but shucks. I don't know where I put it.
Is it right there? Is that?
I think it might be.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So
good.
First of all, I believe Tom sent this one. This is Richard Wright, and Richard Wright's album. What is it called? Wet Dream. Well, I'll need to wait till the mood strikes me.
That's a neat photo, though.
Yeah, it's a new remastered version. It says made in Germany. Interesting. It's a new remastered version of this, I believe, by Stephen Wilson. Remixed and remastered by Stephen Wilson. There
Fantastic.
You go. If Stephen Wilson touched it, it must be good.
Excited to listen to that.
Awesome,
honestly.
thank you, Tom.
Yeah.
I read that's not even available yet. Let's see. Richard, are these them? I think these are them. Yes. We've got some DVDs, American Pop, featuring the music
State of the Art in Living Animation.
Featuring music by Jim Morrison, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Leonard Skinner, and many more. I know all of those people. Ralph Bakshi, creator of Fritz the Cat, Heavy Traffic, and Wizards, brings you the outrageous 50s, the way they really were. Hey, good looking. Rock and roll. Okay? We also have Electric Apricot. Is that Apricot?
Yeah.
It's
Electric
hard.
Apricot.
The lettering is a little bit funky.
Quest for Festeroo.
The greatest rock and roll movie since The Last Waltz.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
Nice.
Bob Weir's in it. Warren Haynes is in it.
Wow.
Check
Warren
that.
Haynes.
Check that out.
Nice.
Rock and roll.
That's cool.
Thank you, buddy.
Awesome. Love it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And then what else? That wasn't there. There was.
This one is from my friend David, who
Yeah.
I've been working with on composition lessons, and he's written a song cycle, and this is part of it.
I'm
And,
excited for that.
And,
Yay, David!
We've been working on this for several
so
months,
cool.
and he's getting close to having it finished. That's the demo.
Dexter, thank you
What's up, Dads?
so much. We will definitely have some Queen coming up in the not too distant future, because
Yeah.
we got to get back to some Queen.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Matt, I have seen Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
That one I have seen. It's been a while, but I've seen that one. Thank you again, Bruce. Bill is asking about Patrick Moraz, Story of I, to keep the solo Yes albums going. Yeah, these Yes guys, they've got some great solo albums. Maybe, especially with the Richard Wright album as well, we've got several solo albums from some of these classic prog guys to get into. So there's more from Rick Wakeman. There's more from David Gilmour that we haven't got to. I think there's an extra Steve Hackett album that I haven't heard yet, and more. So that's a good idea. We'll keep going to that as we go. I should review our week here, friends. On Monday,
asking for more Grateful Dead too.
More Grateful Dead. Yeah, of course. But we heard from, I mentioned Bob Weir in that one. Yeah. For sure. This week, Slipknot, The Devil and I is up first tomorrow. I'm going to take a personal day on Tuesday, and we're going to go take a look at the beautiful weather and trees outside. We might take some new footage for Aphoria Music, which we're affiliated with. That channel.
Yes.
So on.
Speaking of that, we don't have a new Aphoria video out today. Probably going to be tomorrow.
But it's a nice one.
We're trying to kind of retool and share the load as far as uploading videos. Preparing and uploading videos go, because that's mostly been John Franek doing that.
Yep.
And now that he's just moved to Europe and starting PhD studies, and he's getting up and going there and getting settled, and so he just does not have the time. And so I'm trying to learn the video editing process myself. So bear with me, but there will be some more Aphoria videos coming out this week, and like with an autumn theme. So I think y'all are going to enjoy them. Some beautiful stuff. So stay tuned. We will let you know when more is coming.
Rishav, who they're dying to see my reaction to Forever Changes. I don't know that album. Whose album is that? Forever Changes. I don't know.
Hey, the Sound of White Noise. Welcome to Helvering's Army. Thank you so much for subscribing here on the or what do you call it? I don't remember what you call that here on YouTube when someone like joins or becomes
They're
part
a member of Helvering's Army.
We appreciate you. Thank you for being here with us and for supporting us. Thank you all of you for hanging out with us.
One, we're going to have a tune off of Peter Gabriel's new album coming up soon.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah, I've got, I think, Panopticon, both versions of Panopticon, I think, are going to come to the channel before too long. And,
Thank you, Matt Bishop.
I need to finish out the week, recapping
Oh,
the
yeah,
week.
sorry.
Wednesday, Attack on Titan Suite.
Slipknot, The Devil and I is Monday.
Yep. And then we're going to
Wednesday.
from Slipknot to anime to Nick DiVirgilio
interview
to
on
3
Thursday.
classic horror movie
and then
themes.
3 classic horror movie themes on Friday. Halloween, Friday the 13th, and Psycho.
I'm not going to know which way is up or down by the end of the month.
I love it.
End of the week. I'm gonna
It's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna need to like be the scarecrow or something at our friend's house and scare some kids on Halloween.
We were just at our.
If I could hide in the gutter, I could like be it and then come out and grab the kids' ankles or something.
Don't do. Oh no.
That'd be the trick, not the treat.
You're gonna put kids in therapy if you do that.
They probably.
We were at our dear friend's house on a couple nights ago.
Yeah.
And they do up Halloween, and they've made it even bigger this year, and it's freaking.
I posted the picture
amazing
of me with their two skeletons on their back porch.
Did you?
On social media.
On our on.
Yeah, it's in my Instagram and my Facebook.
Nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Cool.
I did that this morning.
Excellent.
So yeah, happy spooky season, friends.
Love it.
Well, it is.
How tall is that? They have a big, tall skeleton in front of their house.
Like 15 feet tall.
It's freaking.
It's like a story and a half.
Cool. The eyes light up.
They call her Large Marge. She
like
guards
it.
the house.
I like Large Marge. She's amazing.
The Sound of White Noise. I'm curious if you have heard of Creator. Their song Civilization Collapse might be right up my alley, lyrics-wise.
Ooh.
I don't know them. Thank you for the note, though.
Yeah,
absolutely. I will
absolutely.
write that down. So, this week, Slipknot,
Civilization.
Attack on Titan Suite, and from the anime tradition, I've got an interview with Nick DiVirgilio.
On Thursday.
And we're doing horror movie themes on Friday, and then the council, we're hanging out on Saturday, and then by the time we get to next Monday, it's going to be Alice Cooper's Welcome to My Nightmare, and then we get candy.
That's right.
We all deserve candy.
Listen, that's what I'm saying.
Tell your diet to F off for a day. That's right.
Tell your diet to
It's
F
true.
off.
It's true. Your diet will be fine. Your diet can go sit in the corner and sulk for a day, and then you can get back on it.
So
all right.
Funny.
Awesome.
So
I think that's going to be it for us today. Do we have anything else that we forgot to mention?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff, friends. Thank you for joining us. We're back here next week, and we look forward to hanging out with you, answering your questions, and we'll see what we're up to next week. That's right, Ray. Remember, we've got our music club coming up.
Yeah.
It's just enough time for me to
It's like 13 minutes from now
to get reset, and
over on our Discord.
I'm looking forward to it. I'll be with you. on
Yeah,
that.
come and hang out with us because it's going to be a lot of fun. I love the Tragically Hip. They're a great band, so come hang out with us.
Awesome stuff. Much love, friends. Peace.
Peace, everybody.
See you soon.
We'll see you soon.
Okay.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
How do I do this?
Maybe you gotta
Behind.
turn it around.
Wee.
No.
It's not underneath it.
Wait, maybe it's right.
Maybe if I push
Hold on,
this one.
I think if you do